All right. Woo!
What's going on, guys?
Let's go. Yeah, people are fired up.
I'm like a number one fan.
All right. Woo!
My Benjamin Franklin.
Who did it? Who
All right,
did it?
Who went live?
Who went live? Who did it? Go on, go crazy.
Whitney did,
go
Kathy
crazy
did,
if you went
Naja
live.
did.
Like, yeah.
Like,
Come on.
There you go. I love it. I'm willing to bark.
Let's
I
go.
went live to myself. Yes.
There's one person.
It wasn't that scary. I love it.
There's one person I want to know if they went live or not.
Steve Brown.
Steve Brown.
Steve Brown. Steve Brown.
Steve, did you do it?
Where's
Steve Brown? Did you do it, Steve Brown?
Steve Brown, do it.
Come on, guys. Like, we've got to find Steve Brown. So, we love you, Steve. Yes, Steve.
Yeah,
Did you do it, Steve? Yes, he did it. Yes. Go on, Steve. Come on, Steve. You legend. Steve-O.
I'm round there with the girl I
Yes. Go on, Steve. What a legend.
Brown, man.
Legend.
You're the MVP, dude. MVP.
You probably did 3, knowing you.
That's so awesome. So awesome. How many of you it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be?
All right.
Love
Diana.
it.
Sorry, Diane Huffman.
Awesome. Tanya
Crushed
wasn't
it.
as bad.
Well
Naja wasn't as bad as she thought it was going to be. Joy wasn't as bad as she thought it was going to be. There's a camera. Shauna wasn't as bad as she could. And I love this. I know Europe, y'all went live at midnight. We appreciate you. Nigeria, it was probably midnight as well.
Yep.
Appreciate you. And guys, I don't really think you can go live too much because it's something that lives on forever.
Yes.
Okay? As long as you're giving value. That's kind of the key there. You know, you don't need to go. I know you guys in the Accelerator, you had your 100 live challenge in a week. How many of you did that? I'm just curious. Did anyone actually complete it? Emma did it. Brandy completed it.
Wow,
Lupe
well done,
completed it.
Sarah Saki.
Sarah definitely did. She going nuts over there.
She
JJ completed it.
Go on,
Let me
JJ.
see y'all who completed it. Awesome. So
Dan Ritz.
Troy completed it. We got to give a shout out to a man who did it. There we go. So you've just got to make sure there's some kind of value. This is important. And I'll tell you, yes, if you're going live over and over again, you might see your views in a day, that is, right, go down a little. Don't overthink it. I want to share that with you because I often will do trainings that I'm like, no, I want this content. I want this on my Instagram. I want this on my Facebook. I want this on my podcast. I want this on my TikTok. I want this everywhere. But I do calls a lot of time in 20-minute segments. So let's say it's noon and I'm doing a call. It'll be 12 to 12:20. I'm off for 10 minutes, and that's an Instagram TV. And then it'll be 12:30 to 12:50. And then that's off. I'm off for 10 minutes. And then it'll be 1 to 1:20. And so it'll be like, you might be thinking, that's like so many lives. The first one, and again, no comparison, okay? Right. The first one might have 600 viewers on Instagram. The second might have 300, and the third might have 150 live. It doesn't matter because my titles are good. My actual post ends up being good when I repurpose it as an Instagram TV, and they end up being reshareable into my story. So for those of you who are kind of thinking to yourself, oh gosh, like I don't know. Just keep doing it. I love this. Look, Sandro is literally live right now with the yin yang behind her. Like she is not giving up on this. She is all in. She's like, I gotta do my live.
Keep going.
I gotta do my live.
Look at her body language going
it
as
looks
well.
like your man is like my girl. I love it. All right. So I love that. I love that. Okay.
I think as well, some people are like, I don't have any value to give. I've got no value to give. Your perspective and your point of view is super valuable. No matter what anyone says, it's super valuable, and I'll tell you exactly why. If you ever go book a hotel, you ever go book a trip, you go on Yelp, or I think it's Yelp, you go on TripAdvisor, you go on Yelp, you look at the reviews. 5 stars, what do they say? 1 star, Bob says the pillows were rubbish. And you're like, oh, I'm not staying there then, right? So you valued someone else's opinion? It's 5 stars, the Waldorf, it's amazing. And Bob says, don't stay there, the pillows are crap. You don't stay there because you value someone else's opinion who are just like you. And guess what? By you going live, you're being more valuable than everyone else around you because you're giving value regardless what it is. They're not doing it. And they're only going, oh my God, I can't believe you're going live. Again, you use the voice, right? When everyone's being negativity. Oh my God, you're going live. Yeah, you are going live. They aren't. And you're standing out. So people are going to find you. They're going to know you. They're going to like you. They're going to trust you more than other people. So I get fired up. I know you do. I get fired up about this because lives have completely changed my life, and it's helped me get better at reels and stories and all the other fun stuff.
My entire life. And this is going to be a nice segue into TikTok because I want to tell you, some of you are going to have some haters. Okay? You're going to have some haters. Some of you might have had some haters on your live just now. And so maybe some of you are don't cry, wipe your tears. It's okay. I'm like looking around like, is anybody crying? Okay, look. They just hate you because they ain't ya. Okay?
Yep.
That's that first and foremost. You ever met a hater doing better than you? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So no, but
hey, click on their profile. If you do get a hater, guarantee they're not a millionaire.
Yeah. I saw you post that, I think, last week.
Yeah, it blew up.
So the reason I want to say that is, first of all, because I know some of you maybe in the past did lives and your confidence got wrecked because somebody said something.
Yeah.
Okay? The first thing you need to understand is that projection is very real. I know you heard that if you were on Most Powerful Women. You probably heard that several times, actually. I know I did. They're not actually talking about you. They're talking about themselves. There is something irritating their demons about you. Maybe it's your confidence. Maybe it's you're excited. Maybe it's you're loud and you're proud. Maybe it's that you are showing up for yourself and they just wish they had the confidence to do so. And so I want to take you back to a story really fast that happened to me in 2016. I was still not great at lives, but I was going live very, very, very consistently. And in 2016, I did a live in response really to a hater who was talking garbage about my business, okay? They didn't like that the company I was in, they were saying things about me, and I went live just in response. And it was a little bit satire. I've got a big personality. I was pulling things out of tool chests that I had got for free, and a bicycle I had carted upstairs in my townhouse at the time. And I was pulling, I was like, oh, you think I'm not really making $30,000 a month? And I'm pulling out Fitbits and Apple Watches and all kinds of stuff, okay? And I mean, I was just doing it because this person they irritated me for talking so much smack, right? This hater shared my video that was about her, and I never used her name. She shared my video to her own wall with this long caption about these psychotic network marketers. They talk about their lifestyle, and they're not really making money. Really went kind of a little bit cuckoo, Wrote this long post all about me, which some of you would be tempted to read and then just feel so bad about yourselves. I read it, and I don't know why my perspective was like this immediately, but I went, oh, she way more popular on social media than me. What's she doing sharing my life? Because I was a nobody, right? I was a network marketing nobody. This is before my Eric Worre friend request, because I have that screenshotted and framed in my house. No, okay, but I do have it screenshot.
Shrine.
I know, my Eric Worre shrine, right? All the cards they send us and everything, right? So that night, and I'm not exaggerating, guys, and I'm telling you, you didn't know my name. You didn't. Unless you knew me from high school and you happened to be on here, you did not know who I was when this live was posted. I recruited 18 people that night. I had never recruited like that. One of them ended up being $1 million a month leg. $1 million a month leg.
Come on.
Now, she had been seeing me consistently going live. She said she had heard my name a couple times in a negative way, but that live took her to my page, and she was like, no, I like this girl. Mm-hmm. She's consistent. She's a little sassy. She's funny. She's got a big personality. She's not winning at a really high level yet, but she's winning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. One of them was it's $1 million a month leg. Mm-hmm. I'm not even in that company anymore. Rumor has it it's a $2 million a month leg now. Come on. So don't let these people defeat you. If you do these TikToks and you do these Instagram posts and you do these live videos and people say stuff about you and they are mean and they call you a scammer and a mama pyramid and all this stupid stuff, I want you to remember this is not about you. They hate their job. They hate that they go to work for $12 an hour. They hate that they miss their baby's first steps. By the way, we haven't done this yet, and it's like hurting my heart. So Jessie Lee just has to do this for a minute because I'm a big mushball. Moms and dads on here, can you please just be so proud of yourself right now?
Yes.
I know you got childcare. You are so present. I saw one baby so far, which is so crazy because usually, like, I've seen one.
Oh
my God. Like, I have chills. Ah!
And you know what? I'll tell you.
Like,
For those of you guys who know my story, my first ever network marketing event was in the womb of my mom. 1987, after them thinking that MLM stood for Make Love Monthly, they went to an event and I was in the womb of my mom, right? They were at this event. My dad was elbowing me in the head saying, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, let's do it. And ever since that day, I traveled all over the world with them. They built their huge business. But as the kid growing up, seeing mom or dad or both of them build their business, they're now my biggest heroes. And even if network marketing for you is not maybe the biggest income source, or it's not maybe your goal to be $1 million income earner, let it be the goal for you to show your kids or the kid that what you're doing, you're progressing, you've got purpose, you've got mission, you're helping other people, you're serving, you're excited, you're enthusiastic, anything is possible. Because I tell you this, my mom and dad, I will do everything that I can to make sure that everyone knows my mom and dad's name, simply because I love them, I appreciate them, and if it wasn't for them doing network marketing, I would not do network marketing. And I'm just so grateful for every single one of you, especially the women out there who are building a house, building a home, building, their relationships, their children, and building a business for them as well. I know you feel the exact same way. So.
Exact same way. So I haven't seen that many. There we go, Matt. Even look, Matt, the daddy with his little infant.
That's awesome. Matt Doxy, Z3.
And I know some of you've got the kids that are in the activities, and you're literally on the Zoom on your phone, and you're running them to basketball and soccer, and you're doing technology time right now, and you feel a little guilty. And so I think about it sometimes. I heard somebody on stage, and we'll jump right back into social media. I just think this is so important that we say this. Cynthia's little girl over there. Like, I remember hearing somebody I'm pretty sure it was GoPro. The Portuguese are just loving on each other.
Yeah,
they're like him. He's a carbon copy.
They literally look like brothers.
Why did he clone himself for his son? This is crazy.
It's father and son, but they are brothers for sure.
Oh, they are brothers. Okay.
Z3, no, I think it's father and son.
And somebody said, I know sometimes it gets really stressful because you got to tell your kids, no, I can't make it to that soccer game. I can't make it to that basketball game. I have to be on this training. I have to be on whatever. But now it wasn't me who said it. It's not my story. But that mom that was on the GoPro stage, I forget who it was. She just said she promised her kid, like, these little practices, I know I can't make every single practice, but there will be a day I never have to miss anything. And we will travel the world and we will have everything we want. It'll be worth it. And so I know even if you're not a mom, I know you, or a dad, I know you sacrificed to be here. This is 2 full days. You're not sleeping right. You're not eating right. I didn't let you eat at lunch. I didn't let you eat on the break. Your nutrition is low. Okay. I know. And so it takes a lot to build a network marketing business. It takes the obsession, and not everybody's going to understand that. But I just want to remind you, I know it hurts when people talk badly about you, even though you know it's a projection, but these little sacrifices or big sacrifices that you're making to be here today, it will make the difference. This is how you get the time freedom. This is how you get the financial freedom. This is how you live the life that everybody wants to live. It's by doing these weird social media things and sending these weird messages and putting the kids, in a different room and saying whatever you got to say to them to, keep them quiet. So I just wanted to take a minute to just say, I know how much he appreciates you being here. It is his real story, the baby on the back, and then I'm just so appreciative for all those moms and dads out there. So, and the husbands that are supporting, the wives that are supporting. Awesome.
And here's the thing, guys. Remember, you're going to get the hate. You're going to get the negativity. Don't let it deflate you. Let it elevate you. Remember, do the dance. It's super, super simple. Every single one of you can do it. When you're feeling down, you need to pick me up. Go ahead and do it. I have had so much hate over the years. And you know what? At first, it really affected me. But now I've understood that, you know what? I must be doing something right if people are hating on me. I must be doing something right if people are... For every hater, there's probably going to be 100 lovers, right? But again, for the one hater, they're going to bring into you the 10 people, the 20 people, the 50 people, the 100 people who are going to start to know you. And a lot of them will like you. They'll start to trust you. They have a conversation with you. And the rest is kind of, follows through if you use Jesse Lee's scripts, right? Which, how good are those scripts? How many of you guys have used at least one of them so far? Right? Look at this. I tell you, they're money. They are money. I know people who would pay a lot more than $10,000 just for those scripts as well. So I'm excited. We're going to dive into TikTok, right?
TikTok.
And I'm going to kind of like be over your shoulder because I want to see you do this firsthand as well.
Awesome. So I'm going to walk you all through a TikTok. How does that sound for you guys? And I swear, Angel Fletcher, wherever you are, this one is not scary. I actually want to give a shout out really fast to, hold on, I just posted it. And Joe.Chong on TikTok. I want to give you a shout out. I'm not sure who you are on. Oh, Josephine Chong right here in Z4. Awesome.
Josephine.
Yes. It was so perfect because I actually posted this knowing that it shouldn't intimidate you guys. I posted it and I was like, this is the one we're going to do together and nobody should be freaked out about it. And we're all going to get some followers, etc. Are you guys ready? It's going to be step by step. And I swear to you, it is not scary. It is not embarrassing. There is no dancing involved. Matter of fact, what if I told you there's no talking involved? Who feels better? Who's like, oh, thank you, sweet baby Jesus. Oh, God. Nancy's like, yo, thank God. Okay, here we go. Raj is like, I wasn't ready to talk. I'm already feeling better about this. Okay. So some of you are like, man, I really wanted to talk. The terrified sounds. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you really fast. All right, and you'll see how easy it is. All right, so hold on, I'm going to put it up here. We're not doing this one. Okay, don't freak out. I'm going to swipe. Okay, so you'll hear it in a second. All right, because I'm going to show you guys to all get the sound. I just want to show you what we're doing. I'm going to walk you through all of it. Okay. Do you guys think you can point? Does everyone have at least one arm with one finger?
All right, show us your pointy fingers. Hold on, where are your pointy fingers? There we go, I see you, Johnny Abreu.
How many of you are looking at that like, that's really not that bad. I think I can actually do that one. Wow. Who honestly is like, oh, that's really not scary? Come on, who's like, wow, that's not as bad as I... Yes, Dover, Perry, Melissa's like, thank God. Anna's like, all right, shoof. Okay, so this is super easy. You don't even have to go hunting for sounds. Now, you do not need to follow me. You don't have to do anything, but you are going to have to go to my page to get this sound. We're going to do it together. Are you ready? Okay, so you do have to go to my page just to grab the sound. So it's just, and I'm Boss Lee. We're going to walk you through this. And we're here at your pace. So grab your phone, open the app, under Discover, you could probably type in Jesse Lee too, but I'm Boss Lee.
Follow.
And
done.
And just click on the TikTok. And guys, this is the 4th time I've done this TikTok. Okay? So if you're like, oh my God, I did that one. Cool. You're going to do it again. This is my 4th time. Some of you are going, oh, I don't want to post my age. You know what you could do? I'll teach you. You could write guess. get some more engagement. So right now we're just clicking on the TikTok. When you're done, write done in the chat so I know that I want to take it at your pace.
Lynn's
Okay?
done. Diana's
Taking at
done.
your pace, not
Courtney's
mine.
done.
So everyone's just sitting on
Alani.
the TikTok, right? Done, 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 done. Okay, where is it? Go to my TikTok, Lucy Franklin. Click on the actual TikTok. If you speak another language, remember you can do this. Since the words are in, the sound is going to be in English. You could type this in your native language: Spanish, German, Swiss French, Polish, Portuguese. Okay. Now you're going to click on this button on the bottom right. Remember this right here? We're going to click on that. And you don't even have to add I'm Bosslee is the username. I am BOSSLEE. That should be my handle. I am Bossless.
Bossless.
You don't have to add it to your favorites or anything. You're going to click directly on use this sound.
Nice.
Everyone understands? So click that. It's the most recent TikTok I posted. Okay? It's the one that says this is me over it. Okay? So then we're going to click use this sound. When you're done that, I want you to put done in the chat. So if your screen looks like my screen right now, put done. Okay. Is this already taking some of the pressure off? Like you're liking this kind of step by step? Just put a yes in the chat if that.
Fiona from Crew, Z3, okay. We see you. We appreciate you.
Yes. Okay, if you don't see it, the steps again were to go to TikTok app, type in the Discover. Ooh, I made a sale. I celebrate everything. All right, you're going to type I'm Bosslee, which is just the handle. Jessie Lee Ward will probably pop it up too. Click on the first TikTok. Click on the sound on the bottom right-hand side. And then you're going to click use sound. Okay? Now, I recommend everything being hands-free. You don't even need microphone, but you can say allow microphone. So at this point, I would just set it up if I were you. You know, like set your phone up. Okay? Yeah, everyone understands? Set your phone up. I'm a big fan of hands-free stuff. Right? So you'd be able to you understand, you could be far away. You can be as far away as you want, as close as you want.
They can flip the camera around in the top right.
You know what I'm going to do really fast for you guys is I'm going to turn the zoom on this phone so you can actually watch along. Sound good to you guys? Is that useful?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the zoom room really fast? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
And while she's doing that again, if your camera is not facing you, if it's not like selfie mode, in the top right of your screen, you'll see it says flip. You can click on that and then it will use the selfie camera. Instead of the camera on the front. I suck. As I was saying yesterday, I suck at TikTok, but I really want to get good at it, and I'm learning from the master. So I'm excited about this.
Okay.
Here we go.
So you guys can see me.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make it however you want. Are we following? You don't need to save the sound. We're just using it. How do you find a clean spot in your house? I love it. Back into a corner. Everything's going to be hands-free anyway, Rashada. Great question. Okay. I'm going to do the sound thing again really quickly. It seems like that's where we've lost a lot of people. So here, I have another phone. It's okay. Okay. So have the Elmo screen again. Cool. Okay, so to get to the sound, Mei-Ling and Sajila and Serena and Sybil and anybody else who is Barbara, etc., click on my most recent TikTok. Bottom right-hand side, right here. This is an actual clickable. This little face that's spinning in a circle with the little music notes coming out of it. Click it. Click use this sound. You don't need to save anything. Just use this sound. Okay? Now we good? Yes. There we go. All right. See? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we can go back to this one. All right, now this is where some of you probably start to get a little like, I'm gonna blow a gasket. Steve's gonna pop a blood vessel.
Come on, Steve.
This is where it happens, okay? No need. Now, a couple of things. If you want your TikTok to be longer than 15 seconds, which this one is not, this is a 13-second TikTok, you'll have to start immediately at the bottom where it says 60 seconds. You see that, right? Where it says 60 seconds, 15 seconds, or templates. So you're going to click on, not on this, we can do it for this one too, it doesn't matter. But now you can record a 60-second TikTok. But this TikTok is only 13 seconds long. Now, I'm turning my sound on because my sound was off. Now, some of you, if you want, you can turn on filters. That's what this all is. I don't like the filters personally. You can do anything you want on here, but the timer is what we're going to pay attention to. You guys see that on the right-hand side where it says timer? It says flip, speed, beauty, filters, timer, trim. Mm-hmm. Put a yes in the chat. You see it? Yes, 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 yes.
Fifth one down, right?
So some of you think I'm mega creative. I just want to tell you I'm really not. This little timer button is a weapon. So when you click this, this whole thing drags. So I can't hear the sound. I'm guessing you guys probably can. All right. So this little guy right here is how you're going to make it as long or as short as you want. Right? So to go back really quickly.
They won't get audio.
They don't get the audio either right now? Okay. That's fine.
I can probably...
You probably played at the same time or whatever. So anyway, so all I did was I clicked timer. Boop. And now I love this because it gives you a 3-second countdown or 10 seconds. So if I was alone and I didn't have Fraser to film my TikToks, I could do something really dramatic like, okay, 10 seconds. And I could be like, I didn't even take me that long to get over here. What the heck?
2, 1, go.
So it's a bad example, but like when it's like, this is my age, this is my sign. I can't hear it, right? But like you could, like for those of you that are wondering how people can do TikToks from like a mile away, that's how you can do it and you can film it on your own, right? You can set the timer for as long as you need it to be set for, okay? But we're not gonna do that. So let's say you mess up, like this would be an example of a mess up, okay? Some of you are like, I always do that. I always screw up. Not a problem. You can literally click on, well, didn't even record it. Tarnations, whatever. Okay, so we're going to use the sound really fast. You said you have the sound?
I could, but I don't know if it's going to.
Oh, yeah, yours is, I'll do it on here. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I got it. You guys all have the sound so you can hear it. Okay, so I'm going to click start countdown, and all you have to do is point, and point, and point, and point. And guys, you can't point anywhere wrong. I know some of you are like, oh, Jesse Lee pointed to the right, and I pointed to the left. I screwed up. No, you didn't. You can't mess it up, Marie. You can't mess it up, Antonio, okay? You're just pointing wherever. And then I'm going to teach you how to do the text on it, okay? Y'all ready? Okay, I'm actually going to film it on this phone so I can show you exactly how to do the text. Thank God for 2 phones. Heavens to Betsy. All right, so are y'all ready? You hit your timer. And then you're going to hit start countdown. Mine's on a 3-second countdown. So it'll go click, click, click. This is my sign. This is where I live and what I like. Oh. Man, you knocked over my whole shebang. Man, we had a good thing going. I thought we were friends.
And you know what? That happens.
Okay, that's a great example. Let's get the Elmo really fast. Because now you're like, oh, it fell over. Crap.
That's actually hilarious.
I messed up the whole thing. Oh, no. There's a back arrow.
Ooh, back arrow.
So when you feel like a screw up, you just go back arrow again. Discard last clip. Yes. It's like it didn't even happen.
Go on, back arrow.
Didn't even happen. Linda's fell over too. Perfect. We're going to do it again. Alrighty then. Here we go. Timer for 3 seconds. 3-second countdown.
This is my age. This is my sign. This is where I live and what I like. This is where I'm from and what I do. This is what I love. How about you?
That's it.
Come on.
How many of you were like, oh, that is really not that bad? This is really not that bad. I love it. Amy's into it. Aria's into it. Steve Brown's clapping. If Steve
Terry
Brown's
Campbell's
out
just doing
TikToking,
it.
y'all,
Okay, come on, Steve.
that's what I'm talking about.
Cynthia Carbaja. I'm saying it wrong, but we love you.
Okay.
Sharon Holzer. You did it. Yeah.
Now, how many of you
I
are like,
didn't do
wait? How do I put the words on there now? Wait, I did my pointing. Now what? Hold on. Come on, who's being honest? Who's our honest people that are like, now what? All right, I pointed. I did my pointy points. Okay, here we go. This is where it starts to get a little more. Here we go. You can do this. Sydney's doing it. Troy's doing it. Oh my God, y'all are so coachable. I'm dying. Okay, Sharon Burden is into it. Yes. Okay. So here's what you do. Hit the text button. See where it says text down here at the bottom? I'm going to turn this sound down just a little bit because it's kind of loud over here. Okay. So this is what your screen looks like, right? Yes. Okay, the first one is, this is my age. So you can either put your age, you could do something creative like, I don't know, guess.
I like it.
Now, from here, here's what you're going to want to make sure you do. Do you see where you have this right here with the little A and the box around it? At minimum, hit it once. It outlines the letters so it's easier to read.
Yeah.
Okay? If you want it really easy to read, tap it twice. Okay? Everyone follow so far? Put yes in the chat. Remember, I'm going by your pace. Want to make sure you guys get this. Okay, so when you type something, this little button right here, see how it turns it into just different fonts like that so you can read better? That's all I'm doing is I'm just tapping. All right? I tend to like this one. I think it's the easiest to read. If you can also change this. I don't get fancy. Like, this is hard for me to read.
Yeah.
All right, I don't recommend these. Difficult to read. This one you can't even do a background on. That's not too bad to read. I just think classic is very easy to read, okay? And I'm trying to make some money. So, all right, so I like to also use more of the basic bold colors. You'll see I pretty much only use exclusively white, black, red, and this blue. It's pretty much all I use. I don't know if there's any theory behind that. I just think it's easy to read. All right? So I'm going to keep this one on white. All right? Then you hit the done button. But we're not done. You don't want this to sit here on your TikTok the whole time. So you're going to tap the text. Everyone see that? Just tap the text. Tap the text.
And this is all recorded as well, right? We want to do it now.
Yeah, we're doing it now. We're uploading a TikTok now.
Right, we're doing it now, but you can come back to this every time you do a TikTok. You can come back to this.
Yes. So click on it. You're going to do set duration. Set duration. And this is where you can swivel this as short and as long as you want. So I'm just watching my hands. So this is my age. All right. And then I start to move. So that's how long I need that to be. So this is my age. I don't know. Guess. Now, hold on. We'll just type all of them in. Don't worry. So the next one is, this is my sign. Some of you I know are very religious. You don't have to put a star sign if that is not who you are. You can put something like, I love God. I know some of you are like, I can't do this TikTok. It talks about the moons and the stars. Don't be that person. Okay? You don't need to be. It's okay. Put whatever you're comfortable with. Okay? So you could even put your birthday. So I'll say November 1, and maybe I'll do like kissy face. Same thing. I'm going to tap, tap. Tap, tap. Maybe I'll do this one red. Set duration. And you can pull from the front also. So I know the first one was this is my age. Second one's this is my sign. So I'm going to drag this one over here. Do you see how you can just drag it? This is my sign. Okay. And what's the third one?
Where you live.
This is what I live. Okay. So I live in Frisco, Texas. Or maybe you don't want to put your whole city. Maybe that freaks you out. You can just say DFW, baby. Drag the time. Oopsies, I think I went too far. This is my age. This is my sign. This is where I live. Drag it up. Pull it in. Okay. I'm going to move that first one too, by the way. Just move the... And what I like. So you're going to do the text again. What do you like? This is a business opportunity, people! Okay. I don't know what you sell, but you know what you sell. What do you like? I like helping moms. I like helping single dads. I like motivating people. I like... All right. I like dancing. I like health and wellness. I like skincare. I like good water, for my water people here. I like travel if you're in a travel company. I like saving money if you're in a money saving some kind of something, right? I like free products. I like technology. What the heck do you like? I like good hair. Whatever. Okay, so we'll just put things.
Norwegian fish.
I like Norwegian fish.
Also,
I like health.
I like Steve Brown.
And wellness. I like motivating people. I like reading, right? So I'll say personal development. We'll say reading. I like travel. This isn't helping my business. I'm trying to give you guys ideas. I like helping others. I like comedy. I like, what else do I like?
Dogs.
I do like dogs.
Well, you love dogs.
I do love dogs. All right. And same thing. We're going to go here. We're going to set duration. So we already did, this is my age. This is my sign. This is where I live. And what I like. Did I go straight down for that one? Yep. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't see my own body. Hold on. This is where I am. Aha. And what I like. And I'm just going to put that right there because that's where I said it. Okay. This is where I'm from. I'm originally from Middletown, Maryland. Can't even put a comma. And what I do. Come on. What do you do, network marketers? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do, Donna Zorn? What do you do, Diane Huffman? Come on, Bruce. What do you do? I'll give you some. How about build businesses online? How about
help people
Yep, go ahead. Say
make
it.
money from
Help
social media.
People, I got to type the way I usually type. People make
money from social media.
Help people get healthier. Mm-hmm. I can't type like this.
It's the pressure.
I know. Let's see. Motivate worldwide.
You guys will see the screen soon. Don't worry. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, motivate worldwide. Let's see. Anything. Think about it from the perspective of somebody who's trying to do business, right? Looking for a business. And what I do, work from home, make money from my cell phone.
Yes.
Train others to do the same. Come on, man. I mean, it's too easy. You can also hit this and move it like boop, 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 boop.
And it's become easy because you've done it so much. Because when I first started doing this, so I was like, whoa, this is difficult. But it just gets easy. Again, experience creates the confidence, gives you more belief, you take more action, you get more experience, you get more confidence. So it's write the text, add the background, move it to the place it should be, set duration, press the tick button.
And what I do.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I live and what I like.
Nice.
This where I'm from and what I do. This what I love. How about you? And what I love, same thing. Same thing. We'll leave it at like helping people. This is where you can maybe include my family, my boo. Gotta put my Italian flag. Where's my Italian flag? My dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to give you a call to action in a second here. Because we got to make y'all some money, get y'all some leads. What about you? In all caps, I like to do follow me and drop info.
Mm-hmm. Again, guys, you're going to get better by doing this and 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 doing this, right? Yesterday's training this, so she's going fast for it because she knows what she's doing. She's done it before, but yeah, this is gold.
Okay. Every time you want to add text, you just hit text, and then you can always tap the text and edit. Okay, you can always tap text and edit it. Super simple. I know it's simple because I've done it 1,000 times. I was bad. Okay, now here's the thing. How many of you were like, I can't even read it that fast, though, if I were watching it?
It's amazing.
Good.
Exactly.
That's the point. That's how you go viral. Okay, you don't, like, it's good if you're listing a bunch of stuff. They're going to go, what does she do?
Mm-hmm.
What does she do? I can't read it that fast. They're going to watch it 74 times. The more they watch your TikTok, the more it goes into other people's For You pages.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? This is good if they're watching it and 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 watching it. Nalani's like, I'm into this. Nalani is getting it.
Like, she's smart. It's not just like point.
Now,
she's like, her expressions are
I'm
awesome.
so into it. The
Well
energy.
done, Nalani. Well
to
done.
move the text, you literally just tap it and you can grab it and move it around. Okay? You just tap and you just move it. Now, some of you are going to be like me and you're going to draft all kinds of stuff. Like, you're going to become little TikTok addicts, probably Angel Fletcher. Okay? You're going to get so addicted to the sounds. How many of you did your homework last night, by the way? Did anybody do the homework and you consumed some
Natalie.
TikTok for the first time? Sue did. There we go. Jude did.
Hazel Ivy did.
Yes, Deb, Jasmine, Deb, Terry.
Christy Vogelsberg
Jasmine
did.
Courtney did.
Isabel
Catherine did.
Marianne. Love it. Hey.
I love coachable people. It's ours.
Me too.
Dan Marie
Kelly
got
Mackey.
caught in it. I love it.
Catherine Burnett. Woo.
I am proud of you guys,
Stacey
honestly.
Possum?
I know this is scary. I just want to,
Possum.
Radka did. I love it. I just want to tell you, I know it's a new skill set. I'm just, TikTok is here to stay. So this is something you've just got to learn it. So I'm so proud of you. I know a lot of you took that first step. So here's what you're going to do when it comes to drafts, because some of you are going to be like, hold on a minute. Well, like, I'm addicted. I have 70,000 sounds now, and I look beautiful today. I'm going to make all the TikToks. Here's how you draft them. Next. Okay? So once you're done that, you just hit next. And if you're not yet ready to publish, like, I just uploaded this same TikTok, so I would not upload it twice in a row, right? You hit drafts. That's all you do. Now, where the heck are your drafts? You're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Jesse Lee, oh my God. Your drafts are right here. So this phone has 44 drafts on it.
44 drafts.
Okay.
Beast mode.
This one has 44. This one I think has, and this is kind of interesting because it doesn't stay where it needs to stay. But what are you going to do about it, right? This one has 111. And then my third phone, I don't know, maybe has like 80 or something. So I always have something ready to go. I always have something ready to go. Right? The drafts are great because on days where I'm like, oh, I look good. Like I'll just show, like this was GoPro. It doesn't matter what the sound is. Okay. Those of you in skincare companies, those of you in makeup companies, any transition sounds like that. Oh man, on days where I feel like a dump truck, I got all these. I'll do the preview one, draft it, and then I'm just redrafting this. I'm not ready to do this right now. But drafts. Actually, would you like me to show you how to upload one with some hashtags? Would that be useful? Okay. So then I will show you that one because that one will take me no time at all to put some text on really fast. And then I'll just upload it for you. All right. So I'm going to be fast. I'm not going to coach you through this. I want this to take 30 seconds and not waste your time. All right. So I'll say, let's see, network marketing. Let me go into like a creative zone for a second.
Just move it down a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Up a little bit. Up a little bit.
Up a little?
Yeah, perfect.
The Elmo's making noise at me.
Yeah, it's awesome. By the way, I've heard this song 1,000 times already, and I'm starting to get some sort of twitch. Thank you.
Oh, come on.
Who loves all these sound effects and all these funny GIFs to get put on? How awesome are the team, right? So good. So good. It's a pleasure to be a part of it. So much fun. You won't find another event like this, guys. Like, woo, you guys know that. So awesome.
Impressive.
And maybe we can show after how they could put it onto
That's
Reels.
exactly what I'm doing.
Legend.
Okay. So, all right, I'm done. All right, so I'm going to write a caption really fast. Bow, bow, bow. All right, here we go with captions, guys. So you're going to hit next, and I'm ready to publish. You guys should be ready to make a caption on yours.
Yes.
So you should have yours. We're going to get it uploaded. I would recommend something for your TikTok, like maybe something like, you could copy exactly what I wrote. So I think I wrote something like, this is me. And another one that's really popular is something like, wait until the end. So if you have like a little shocker at the end, that's always good. Okay, so something like that is always good. And you can tell people also in the caption, you only have a couple of words, so it would have to be something like, this is me, who are you? So maybe like this line and this line, or this line and this line. All right, so on this one, so you guys write that out, and then I'm going to give you some hashtags in a second as well. Let's see. Here we go. What did I write? I'm actually going to say that on this. So I'm going to say, wait until you see the neon is going to be my caption. Okay? Yours can be what I already wrote on here. Okay? Now, here's the thing with hashtags. You want 2 that are in the billions. Write that down. Billions. And you want 2 that are in the millions. Two that are in the billions and 2 that are in the millions. So if I do something like hashtag transition, you'll see 47.2 billion views. Yes, please. Okay. I'll also do one like maybe I like doing biz talk. This is only 28.4 million. I like. Now, if I do entrepreneur, 11.2 billion. And this is interesting. If you hit the hashtag and you see the ones with some kind of emoji next to it, like these two, those are currently trending.
Nice.
I don't know what a Tostito unspoken bond is, but
Throw it on.
whatever. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Tostitos, Doritos, Fritos. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Now, some of you go, okay, so we're here. You guys, did you write your caption? And I do recommend if you're doing this with products, etc. I swear I'm trying to go slow. I know it's a whole new app. Okay, with your products, that would mean like, let me think of one that's like, okay, so maybe skincare. Like I'm not going to post this on here, but maybe hashtag skincare. 42.3 billion.
Whoa.
Okay. Actually, my skin's pretty good in that. I might leave that just for funsies. All right, so so if you sell skincare might be a great one. Hashtag moisturizer. I don't know. Okay, so 2 that are in the billions, and then you could use 2 that are very specific for your company. So maybe there's like algae in your product. I don't know. You could do that. So like, for me in particular, I might write something around, like I might use ketosis, which will have billions. But then if I put ketones, it's going to have millions. Right? Okay, so simple. Now, once you have your hashtags, once you have your TikTok done, okay, we'll get this all written out, guys. Don't worry. And you can and I'll show you about the reels. Don't worry. You're going to click select cover. This is the thing I get asked probably the most. Okay, I get asked this probably the most out of everything is how do you get those words on your thing? So I like a lot of movement, all right? A lot of movement's good. If I'm going to, when I do a transition one, I tend to try to find the exact clip where it transitions. So like this is the one I'm going to pick, okay?
Hook.
Because they're going to go, what? 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 I actually just decided I'm going to change my caption too. I'll show you why in a second. Okay. And a hashtag. I'm changing hashtag too because something just came to me.
Creativity.
So this is how you add the little covers. Do you see these? These little guys at the bottom?
Just push.
So I like to use either, can they see it? Oh, you couldn't see it. I'm sorry.
So good.
So these at the bottom, all right? I tend to use the glitch or the tint. I don't know. I like the simple ones personally. Okay. So I'm going to say this is nice and simple. Wow. Now I just decided I'm going to change this because I'm going to change this to supercars.
Yes.
Not supercats. Supercars. Because there's a freaking Lamborghini in it. And I'm going to say, wait until you see the lamb truck with a drool emoji. Okay? All right, because now they're going to wait to see the lamb truck. Okay, ready? All right, so we're going to delete the little period there. And now I'm ready. Now, hold on. You want this on as many platforms as possible. So you can see right here at the bottom, automatically share to text message, to, like, if you click that, I don't know who it's going to text. I never do that. But Instagram, this is going to go to your Instagram story, not your Instagram feed. Okay? So I think I might actually leave that one on. And then Snapchat, and then you can actually add other apps. That's what that is, okay? Who can watch this video? You want to make sure you have it set for everyone. You want to allow all of these. This is how you get more engagement. If you turn off the ability to comment, the ability to duet, the ability to do stitches, which I know you don't know what those are right now, and it's okay. All right? You want to make sure you have that as much as possible, okay? And so we're just going to go, boop, post. Now, some of you are going to barf. Oh, I'm not even going to listen to that. but I'm going to save it. It's a transition. Whoa. Sorry. Everything went nuts. Everything went nuts. Oh, God. What's happening? Okay. Let's go back.
Yeah, that was it.
She's doing a transition. I don't know who this girl is. Boom. A transition. Yes. Save the
Nice.
sound. Do you see how I did not have to spend hours on TikTok? I went, ooh, transition. I'm going to need that sound sometime, right? So let's go back to where I was. It went to, I think I kind of messed it up, so I'm just going to show you. If whatever just happens, you can click on your TikTok, click on the 3 dots, and you can still share to Instagram. It's not too late. So if your phone glitches like I just did, you can still go back, share to your story, and now it's going to go in my Instagram story. Now I've created, actually, you didn't even know, but I just created 3 pieces of content. Because I made a TikTok that went to my story. My Instagram and Facebook stories are linked. That's up underneath your account settings. So now I have Facebook touched, Instagram touched, and TikTok touched. I just got fit in a split second.
And that was you training it as well. So like that, if you weren't training it, like you were doing it while we were eating, about stage, like blah, 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 done, blah, 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 done, blah, 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 done.
And you'll get way faster the more you do it. I know it's so overwhelming at first.
For sure.
But the ability, especially to then go live, which you'll get after 1,000 followers, it's so, I mean, it's worth everything, guys. I make the amount of, I'm just going to tell you, since October, I've made over $2 million on this app. Trackable.
2 milli.
So, did I suck? Yeah. Was I committed to it? Also, yeah. I know it's scary. I know that was really overwhelming for some of you. I know some of you are having minor panic attacks.
Is Amy
Breathe.
okay?
Okay? Breathe. It's just a cell phone app. It's just a cell phone app. And the messier you do it, and the faster you do it, and you commit to the process of being bad, the better off you are. Okay? All right. And if you have questions, just watch the replay. Okay? I have sold so much from this app. I know we just did this one. This one's going to end up probably being a recruiting one more than anything. Okay? But just a quick example. I mean, Shailene literally showed you some ways to make money on here, but here's one. Let's see. Let me see one I did just the other day. All right. All right. So this one the other day, you can't hear it. Doesn't really matter. It's a transition, but I just put the benefits of my product. Transition. Want some? Want to buy a trial? Follow me. Drop info. That's it. And then if you look in the comments, info, I need info, I'm desperate, info, I need the price, I'm interested, info. Guys, I slam the DMs. Oh, here we go. Like, it's nuts. Right? Like, I'll show you. So from here, do y'all remember my scripts that we talked about? Transition just means like when I'm transitioning from like one thing to like from looking like a dump truck to looking like Jessie Lee. All right. So this person wants to try. I literally followed them back. They followed me, which is why I say follow. I messaged them and look, see this person? They didn't even buy. What's wrong with these people?
Yeah.
What's wrong with these people not buying my keto? Right, whatever. Okay, your product. But I'm having the conversation. Right? And then you can't send GIFs here, so I might actually send something like, oh, you can send GIFs. Oh my God. What about this? I'm going to send this one.
That's brilliant.
Because they're ignoring me. How rude. Yeah. All right, but...
Everyone gets ghosted, guys. It's not just you.
Everyone does.
Everyone does.
And then I'll do recruiting ones oftentimes as well. So product TikToks. And then I will tell you, the ones that really go crazy, they are the ones that, quite frankly, are just you living your life. So if you want to get the followers who are your raving fans, like we talked about earlier today, don't be scared to show your life. I took TikTok on basically a hunt to Napa Valley to go get my man back. Some of you followed it, so you're like, oh my God, so much. Like, I talked about it yesterday. I'm positive. There's a video with where is it? Let's see, 160,000 views, and there's no transitions. There's no anything. It's me talking for maybe 40 seconds. 5,000 people liked it. 181 comments. I'm not selling nothing. I'm just talking about how I actually say it. I think I'm going to poop my pants, guys. I'm so nervous. I'm like, my body's like doing things. I'm so nervous. Right? Like, I didn't even tell them to follow me, but I got a lot. Look, like, why did 9 people share that? I don't know. That's it. I get my bag and the TikTok ends, I'm pretty sure. Yep. That's it. So I don't want you to overthink these things. I don't want you to get nervous about sharing little bits of your life. But you can have fun. You can get creative on this app. And those of you who do have kind of a little bit more of that creative idea, that creative brain, I just think you're missing out on a huge opportunity. So I know for some of you that was a lot. You're panicking a little. Just watch it again. And the best way to learn is to do. So those of you who just did your first TikTok, will you raise your hand if you just did that TikTok and you're like, I did it! I did it! Oh my God, I did it! Madeline did it! Leanne did it!
Yeah! Antonio Muniz. Well done, Antonio. Yeah, well done, brother. Wing Tan. Woo, Wing Tan.
Yes! And I love this. Corinne, such a good question.
Yeah. So
Corinne goes, I have no followers. You're going to.
Yeah.
Because here's how TikTok works. In your in your home, like we talked about, your homepage, this For You page right here. Okay, this For You page is being cultivated for people. You just told people, I'm this age, I'm from here, I like this, I do that, whatever. Right? Look, Rashada's like, oh, I already have 2 new followers. I love it. You're telling people exactly who you are so your people can find you. I told you I'm interested in Melissa finding Melissa's leads, Lupe finding Lupe's leads, Tony finding Tony's leads, Gwen finding Gwen's leads. This is how you do it. It's going to sift and sort you. So you're going to end up in somebody, like, let me give you an example. Let's see. Okay. So watch these numbers right here for me. Okay. So this is like a popular video already. 100, popular. I'm messing up my own For You page right now. Look, this person is probably brand new.
Yeah.
5 love hearts on her video and 5 comments. But she's in my For You page. So if I watch this, and I think this is a transition too. I don't know if she's going to transition or not. This is a very long, like, this is long. Like, to me, I'm like not into it. I would never sit here,
Next.
except for I'm sitting here for you. Okay?
For you.
That's not my kind of TikTok. But people will literally follow you. Right here is their little boop, boop. Right here. You see this? That's where they follow you. So even if you're like, I'm brand new on this app, and see why lives are so important. Okay? They're going to show you brand new people all the time. So you're still going to end up in people's things. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. And could you follow like what we talked about with the live? So let's say someone does a live about the 3 top tips they got from GoPro, right? So they did a live, maybe it was like a 15-minute live, 10-minute live. Could they then potentially do like in this video, like part 1, in this video, I want to share with you the 3 tips I learned from reading GoPro.
So absolutely. And one of the ways that I actually got some followers was I was doing financial tips.
Nice.
Like 3 quick financial tips or tip 2 quick. Tip 1. And then I would set the duration. Remember that? So your words don't get all jumbled. I would say tip 1, tip 2, how many of you are full-time network marketing? Awesome. And how many of you aren't? Awesome.
Nice.
Those of you who are full-time, go do a TikTok where you give 3 quick tips for working from home as a full-time entrepreneur. Those of you who aren't, 3 tips on how to have a full-time job and an at-home business.
Yeah, I love it. So we've obviously covered lives. Shailene and Brock covered Instagram Reels. We've covered TikTok. How about we get into Instagram Stories?
Yes.
Should we cover that? Because
Oh, 1 sec. The repurposing really fast.
Yeah, do
Save
it.
Talk.
Do it.
Okay.
Save Talk. Oh,
So
yeah.
really, really quickly,
cool.
I don't make my own reels. I only exclusively make TikToks. And then, thanks. Do we need to like set the paper? Where's the paper? The paper should be like the navigator or something. Anyway, so I only make TikToks. I think TikTok is a more user-friendly app because Instagram is actually copying, right? But you don't want TikTok logos on your Instagram reels. I'm pretty sure Shailene and Brock talked about this, right? Like, if they didn't, Instagram is like, poo-poo.
Yeah.
All right?
Stay away.
So here's what you do. All you do is you go to your TikTok. Well, first of all, you download an app called Save Talk.
Save Talk. All one word?
Hold on. Let me just... Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Yep.
Save Talk. Okay? This is Save Talk. All right?
Save Talk.
Talk. Save Talk. Right here. This little guy. Boop. Save Talk. All right?
There we go.
So on Save Talk, this is super easy. All right? So you're going to go to your TikTok, and let's say I want to post, it doesn't even matter which one. I'm just going to grab, whatever, just grab this for now. All you have to do is click on the 3 dots, click copy link. Okay? From copy link,
So 3 dots, copy link.
you open Save Talk, save TikTok. That's it. Then you click Save Now.
And will that go into the camera roll?
Goes straight into your camera roll.
Nice.
All right, so now it's in my camera roll. Now, if I wanted to make a reel, see, Save Talk notification.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you who are super organized are having a heart attack at my phone. I know. Okay,
And you've got 3.
also true. You're just going to click on Reels. Boop, 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 boop. Done.
So you did a TikTok. You could get really messy for those of you who are like new to TikTok. You get really messy on TikTok, and save the ones that hit, save them all, post them on. So it was literally you went on the TikTok once it's posted, 3 dots, copy
Show
link.
you again? Sure.
Yeah.
Someone's saying, please show me again.
Yeah.
Here's the TikTok. 3 dots. Copy link.
Mm-hmm.
Open. Save Talk.
Which is free.
Free. Save TikTok. I don't want this on my story. This is for a reel.
Mm-hmm.
Save now. Now it's saved. Now I open Instagram. Let's pretend this is brand new. Discard,
Yeah.
discard, discard. Plus, Reels. Down here in my camera roll. Boop. Boop. Oh, come on.
That was gonna.
Add. Preview. Share. Done.
That's it. Unbelievable. And that. No. Yes, you are.
Guys, this would go to my feed, right? Remember this morning, Shailene and Brock did a really great job of showing you that this is going to go to your feed. I was watching the whole thing. I saw them. Okay. The app is called Save Talk, SAVETOK. The sound is still on. Some people get really fancy with it. I honestly don't have the time to. Some people will literally strip the music out of it and realign it with Instagram Reel music. I just don't care to. That seems like a whole lot of extra steps. And again, if you're overwhelmed, just breathe. You used to not know how to make a post on Facebook, and you made it to the Network Marketing Pro Accelerator. It's going to be okay, baby. All right? I know I lost some of you. You can watch this over and over again. It's about just committing to that little bit better. Just that little bit better. Okay? All right, so that's how that works. And I do share them to my grid. All that means, I know they talked about it this morning. All that means is like you can see this is a reel. This is a reel. This is a reel. This is a reel. These are in my actual feed. And then from here, You guys know I do this all the time. I hit the arrow often, share reel to story. It's such a habit to add something. And I'll reshare my reels, etc. Okay?
So these are great ways. Again, lives, reels, TikToks are great ways for people to find you, right? Know you. They're educational, they're emotional, or they're entertaining. So, okay, so we've done lives, we've done reels, we've done TikToks. How about we get into Instagram stories? And Instagram stories, Facebook stories are the same thing essentially, but how we can get people to share their behind the scenes of life. Because you do a great job again of showing people, you know, you at home, you traveling, you with your boyfriend, you know, building the business, you on Zoom calls, you going to events. And I'll tell you this, guys, when I'm not traveling, going to events, I'm literally at my home, in my office, the door's closed, and I'm got quite a boring life when I'm at home. But one of the things that I do on, and I'll just throw in here, one of the things that I do on Instagram stories, so step one, open Instagram. Let me just throw that up on there. There we go. Now, the reason why mine might look a little bit different to yours is mine's like the dark mode. So like the black background versus maybe if you're on light mode, then yours will be the white background. So don't worry if mine looks a little bit different. Now, to do a story, it's literally top left. See that? Story, top left. And now you got the story. Very, very simple. Hello. One of the things that I do, though, because again, I would say I live quite I'm fairly bored. I've got quite a boring going on, and I'm quite structured, right? So I've got a calendar, and it's like make an Instagram post, make a Facebook post. So one of the things that I've done, which it usually kind of like turbo boosts the number of views I have in my stories, is I click on where's the little scribble going? Oh yeah, I take a photo, right? And then there's a little scribble in the top here. This little scribble. Click on that.
I love those too. I like the scribble.
I love the scribble. And then I'll just go like a different color, but I'll usually just go black. And then I'll press and hold on the screen, and it will go all black. Now you're probably thinking, well, what's the point? Now you've just lost your photo. Well, then I will literally write out some scripts. Maybe it's a quote. Maybe it's like a story about me. Maybe like, I can't believe this happened. Maybe it's 3 top tips. Maybe it's 3 lessons learned. Maybe it's 3 things that happened to me in my life. But here's the key to the algorithm of Instagram stories and Facebook stories is it's the amount of time someone has that screen showing on their screen as a percentage. So if someone like just kind of goes next, boring, next, boring, next, boring, next, people aren't going to start seeing your stories. So what I do is I will literally write here saying something like screenshot this, right? Screenshot this. And then I'll just write a load of different things like tip number 1, tip number 3, tip number 7, just keep going and going, write a load of stuff. So much so that it's impossible for them to read it in 15 seconds. So that they have to go back to it, or they have to kind of hold the screen so they can kind of see it more. So it's just a little hack that I've used. We'll talk about some other things in a minute.
You know what's funny though, guys? Because I think some of you, did anyone not know you could just like make a screen that color? Yeah, right. I didn't. You know what I do to get my black screens? I take a photo of my hand.
That's what I started doing.
So for those of you who are like, I can't possibly remember all of this. Like, I didn't know this until 3 minutes ago. So
brilliant.
So we've all been there, guys. We've all done that. Now you know. Now you know. We're all learning together. I love that.
Right. So again, it's just like if you haven't got any motivation, you're like, I don't want to take a photo of myself. I've got nothing. I'm sick and tired of showing a photo of the kitchen or whatever. Then just have a block color. Write some words on there. I've only recently started doing this the last 3 months, and I've noticed the number of people viewing my stories is just going up and up and up, simply because it's the percentage of people on your story. So if you're just going out there and throwing 500 stories on just for the sake of it, you might be doing yourself some harm. So I really want you to think about what's going to engage people. Now, let's just talk about the stickers for a minute. So again, I'm just going to make a photo here. The stickers is this little smiley face with a peel. What would you even call it? What would you even call that? Like
a up smile, yeah.
Like a
sticker.
It's a sticker. Right, it's a sticker. So I'm going to click on that. Oh, that was not right. I'm going to click on that. And these are the different features that you've got, right? So we've got location. I mean, I don't really do you use location much?
Not that much.
I don't use it too much. We've got mention, so I can click on here and I can mention Boss Lee. I can mention Eric Warre. I'm just clicking them because they're down there, right? I've got a question for you. Do you use stories in any way to recognize rank advancements or new customers or new distributors? How do you do that?
Rank advancements, yes, and then also like leaderboards. So just as a tactical training tip, of course, I know who top 10 in customers are. So just so you know, you can only tag 10 people per story.
Nice.
Just so everybody knows, 10 people per story. I'll tag like the top 10, and then they all reshare it as well, which is useful.
Yeah, I like that. So do you,
especially like, so those of you that are big leaders on here, because I like that we're speaking to so many different levels of business here. You could even, that's an incentive for people. Like to be in my Instagram story is an actual incentive. And so it's kind of like how Eric's always like, the closer you get to me, the more powerful you get. I'm like, no kidding, man, you're the bomb. But to your teams, especially if you're large leaders on here, you're the celebrities. So for your team, like to be featured in my story, I was telling Fraser yesterday when I was out in Napa, my stories were getting 28,000 views a story. Crazy. So if you think about the exposure of somebody who's maybe at like 9,000 followers or something, and is like dying to have a swipe up or something, you're gonna get it pretty quickly if I'm exposing you to my brand. So you can start to use it as some kind of like maybe, hey, everybody who hits core rank this month is going to get tagged in my story. Do you think people might push for core rank? Everybody who gets 2 new recruits this week, I'm going to highlight you in my story with a photo of you, right? And a tag. You can get really creative with Instagram stories. And something I think is really important to note is that there are 3 different kinds of people, I find, like definitely 3 different kinds of people. There are people who consume lives. I mean, I don't know if you agree with this.
100%.
People who consume lives, people who consume written word, and then people who consume stories.
Definitely. Got to cover all of them.
So why don't I'm curious. If you're a live video person, can you drop a 1 in the chat? If you love watching live video, drop a 1. If you love reading posts, can you drop a 2?
What's your preference?
Stories. And then I read. And then if you are a story person, will you drop a 3? And then if you're all of them, will you drop 4?
Yes.
Lots and lots of 2s.
Yeah.
There were a ton of 1s. Did you see how many there were? I mean, there was all of them. So the reason I say that is because I find that some people go, I can't believe people don't know this about me. Like I put it in my stories all the time. I'm like, well, did you write it in a caption? Did you put it in a live video? Because if I'm on live video every single day, and I might say over and over and over and over. I mean, the more popular you are on social media, you'll agree with this. You feel like you say something 1,000 times. I'll use your marriage as an example. How many times did people? Oh my God, you got married?
Yeah, right.
And you're like, what?
How do you not know?
Where have you been? Maybe they've been on the live video and they never heard him say wife. Or I don't know. Or he probably did, right? But maybe, you guys get the point. So for those of you who are trying to build a business, you might have said 1,000 times in a live video, go to my link tree in my bio, link tree in the 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 bio, but you never put it in a post. Never put it in a post. You can also purchase from the link tree in the bio. Go to the link tree in the bio, link tree in the bio. And you never put it in your story, link tree in the bio. I bet you if you get nothing else from today, if you start putting it on all 3 kinds of media, you're going to start to get a lot more sales and engagement.
For sure. For sure. And again, when it comes to this kind of funnel that we talked about earlier, it's somewhere here. Let's just grab that. Ooh, that could have been interesting. Here we go. Thank you. If we look at this, here we go. To educate and entertain and emotional, that's going to be video-based content, live video. We've got live video. We've got the reels. We've got the TikToks. I would say stories are amazing. Stories and like normal posts are great for personal. Inspirational again, stories and written posts again. And conversational, you can do all of them really. But I want to give you like a bit of a strategy here in order for you to help get some more conversation about your products. So here we go. I'm gonna draw this out for you guys. So like This is like a story, okay? I know it's just a rectangle, but imagine this is how we post a story. Then we're going to show you how you do it real quick if we have the time. So story 1 is we're going to talk about a problem or a pain, right? So a problem or a pain. Think about your products, what problems or pains it could help with. Again, be compliant, please, check compliance and all that fun stuff. So maybe a problem you've dealt with before or someone that you uses your product has dealt with before is low energy, right? So the first story is going to be something like, whoops, my bad. Something like, I'm just going to literally video, let me do this, right? Let's do it this way so you guys can see it. You're just going to say to the camera, and this is a bit awkward, a bit weird.
Great
I've got
angle.
like 17 chins here, and I've got an Elmo as like a third eye. This is brilliant. I'm going to keep it going.
You look like Wally.
Wait, what is it? Wally or Waldo? You guys
Wally.
call it
Wally.
Oh, Wally. All right.
Wally.
All right. So I'm going to go like I'm going to use a hook. I'm going to use a hook. So it's going to be something like, hey, have you ever struggled with like low energy between like 2 and 3 p.m.? That's it. Now, selfie style videos are really good when it comes to Instagram stories, right? But just spend 5 seconds to write the caption as well. So, do you ever struggle with low energy from 3 to 5 p.m. Again, that's not exactly what I wrote, but we can hit this button at the top here.
That was a video, yeah?
Yeah, video.
So again, remember yesterday, I showed you guys the captions. So if that were my video, I'll just show you really fast because you can type for sure. I know we have internationals on here, so I would love for you guys to make sure you're paying attention to everything he says. So he said, do you ever struggle with low energy from 3 to 5 p.m.?
Yeah, I don't have this. I've got Dubai phone, right?
And you can do the same thing. Look, I have some extra stuff up here actually that you don't even have.
Extra.
I don't mean it's America. we're an extra country, you know? So closed captioning, it will literally transcribe for you.
Oh, lovely. I can't wait for that to happen.
Anyway, keep going.
All right, now this is cool. All right, so we got that. So that's going to be the first one. Very simple. Right now, people who maybe struggle with the low energy, no energy, they're going to be, all right, I'm cool. I'm interested in this. So they're going to go on to the next story. So the next story would be, let's just put here, provide solution. Right? So maybe talk about something that has worked for you before or that you've given a go. So again, the next story, I'll show you how you can do another one, but right? So I can do a photo. Oh, and by the way, guys, just so for those of you who've never done stories before, if you press it, it's a photo. If you press and hold it, it's a video. And you can kind of see, let me see if I can kind of come closer. You can kind of see there's like something going round the circle. That basically means that that's the time you've got. So it's maybe like 11, 12 seconds, 13, 14, 15. Now, see that, what it's just done there? It's just put a one story. So you can go, I think you can do it to like 4 stories, 60 seconds, right? And when you let go, it's going to have the two stories down at the bottom here, okay? Now, when it comes to the actual solution, provide solution. So let's say it's low energy, right? Do you struggle with low energy? Do you struggle with no energy between 3 and 5 p.m. In the day? Next story would be, I've tried walking 10,000 steps. I've tried drinking 3 liters of water. I've tried doing jumping jacks. So think of the ideas that other people might have tried. If you don't know what that is, go onto Google and just kind of say like, top hacks to get more energy. A lot of people would have tried some other stuff before and it's not worked and they're begging for the solution. Okay? So story 1, a problem and a pain that your products can help with. Story number 2 is provide a solution or solutions. Number 3 would then be proof, right? So proof would be, this could be something like you share a testimonial, right? Where it could be like, I get it. I was the same, or I get it. Sharon, my friend, was the same, but this is what happened to her. And you could share like a written testimonial, you could share a video testimonial, but the proof is like super important, And I would recommend, I mean, in your groups, in your like ATM groups or like your team groups, do you have any like stories? Do people post their stories in there?
Constantly.
Like constantly. So then
Yep.
they're able to like, people can screenshot
Yep.
them and like post them in. Great. And if you don't have any proof, start collecting the proof. Okay. So you provide you talk about the pain of the problem, you provide a solution, then you give proof of like maybe what's how you've helped, like what your product's done for other people. Like, oh, I've been using this product for 3 days and it's blown me up. And then the fourth one is simply a poll.
And I just want to reiterate the third part that he was just saying when he asked if we have testimonials. You all have testimonials.
For sure.
Even if it's not yours. And I just want to reiterate that because people will sometimes say, oh, I can't recruit people because why would people join me?
Mm-hmm.
Or why would somebody buy this product from me when I've only been taking it for a day?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever the case may be. Use other people's stories. I built my business on the backs of other people's testimonials. I talked about my sponsor. It was like 6 up from me, who had 2 cars and a lake house and a big house in like her daughter and son were in private school and she's gone on 30 free trips. I was living in a basement.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't Jesse Lee's story. So who are those people? And get really good at collecting stories. I feel like, don't you hear Eric Worre come out of your mouth
I'm
sometimes?
thinking like,
oh my God. Get really good at collecting stories, because when you collect the stories, you start to have places to plug that proof in, right? You start to have the story of the mom or the story of the dad or the story of the broken home or the story of the whatever it is, the transformative story that maybe isn't yours yet, but it doesn't have to be your story. And quite frankly, if you pay attention to top networkers, like I don't really tell my story that much anymore outside of like just a little quick intro or something or being edified, because I'm at the point where I'm not really relatable. But you know who is? A lot of you. A lot of you. If I do tell my story, I'm always reminding people of where I came from. Like people need to know that I'm still humble. I'm still Jesse Lee. I'm still the girl who was bullied. I'm still the girl who lived in a basement when she started this. I'm still the girl who knows what it's like to drive a car that literally you don't know if it's ever going to drive. You don't know if it's going to crash. You don't know if it's going to break down. Like I'm still that person. That person's way more relatable to, when I come out and I'm recruiting 100+ people a month, or, I'm getting 500 customers, or, I'm making, millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. Like that makes you go, bleh, bleh, I could never. Blah, she's so fast at TikTok. Blah. Okay. Right. But I was still the girl who was scared of lives. I was still all that. So I just want you to get very good at collecting stories so that you can do number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3 doesn't need to be you.
And you know what? If number 3 is not available right now, then skip it for now. I wouldn't skip it all the time, but for now, so you can just get this done. Don't worry about like, oh, I haven't got any proof, I can't do this. Right? So imagine this, right? So you do your Instagram story. Again, to do it, I'll show you. It's super straightforward, but obviously when you know how to do it, it always seems super straightforward. So I could just do a video and I could talk about the problem. So, hey, do you ever struggle with, if you ever been like me and you struggled with low energy in between 3 and 5, I've got something I need to tell you. That's it. You can add the captions like Jesse Lee mentioned. I realized that you guys couldn't see my phone then. I'm going to press share to. And I'm just going to press share to story. Now, if you want a little hack, if you have some prospects, add them as close friends, right? And they'll get your story with like a different colored circle around it. So instead of like a purple circle, I have like a green circle around it. Okay.
Can I give you like a super hack for close friends? It's like a new thing. This is a little advanced. Some of you are going to be obsessed and some of you are going to be totally lost. But I really want this to be something that I want you guys to leave here and be like, if I never hear from any trader ever again in the world, I've gotten my accelerator money. Like
yes.
we have a goal to just blow your minds these last 2 days, and we're almost done. So you can actually do something where you could ask as a poll, right? As a poll on your story, or just a quick video, or even on a post or during a live. Hey, who would like to be added to my close friend stories? Because I'm going to be giving business tips and advice only to my close friends.
Gold.
Oh,
mission.
man. And then you can put together a close friends list where you give business tips, where you give product tips, where you like bang them over with, recruiting stuff. You put every flyer only in close friends. You put every time there's a sale only in close friends. And they can't say nothing to you because they opted in.
Yes.
It's like your email list that you didn't have to collect no email list. Okay? Like that is starting to become like, I keep using the word weapon, but it's very Australian of me. A weapon in the network marketing space. Well, the digital marketing space. And I think we can start to adapt that into network marketing. I've never said that on any training. Y'all are the first. So utilizing close friends option, like mine currently is basically pictures of my baby nephew and my boyfriend. But if I were to be smart about it, which maybe I will now, I'll take my own advice. Yeah, you can use close friends as a total business tool. So 100%. I know that was fast and it was a lot, but like I want to give some of these more advanced social media people some like what?
Right.
They also.
So again, like if I hit this share button, it will then share to my stories. That's it. Simple. So I go and add the story. I take the video or the photo. I put the captions on and I share it. Real simple. Again, encourage yourself to go and do the actual story. So that's story one with the pain and problem. The second story, I'm then going to provide the solution. So like, here are some solutions. If you want more energy, you could go walk 10,000 steps. You could go and do 100 jumping jacks. You could go and drink. I nearly said drink avocados. Drink avocados. I mean, that means expensive drink, but you can go ahead and drink avocados. You can go and do goat yoga. You can go and do whatever it might be, right? Maybe you're going to provide many solutions, but the poll is where the magic and the money comes because you're going to say something along the lines of, let's just describe that one. Something along the lines of, I'll just tell you instead of doing the story about it. Something along the lines of like, but hey, I know how you feel. I felt the same, but I found a secret weapon. Feel, felt, found. You heard that one before, right? I wonder where. Right? I know how you feel. I felt the same. I used to have low energy too, but I found an incredible product. If you would like me to send you it, let me know in the poll. So now I'm going to click the stickers. I'm going to click poll, right? And I'm gonna give 2 positive reactions. I'm not gonna say yes or no because if there's 9 people who say no and there we go. And you already done it, right? I give 9 people who say no and one person says yes and someone clicks yes. They're like, oh, I'm the minority. No. So like Jessie Lee's already got on her post. We can just put it on here, can't we? Right? Yes or yes. We could write the captions. We could write the texts. And we can press share. Now, once we've done that, are you going to get people applying to the poll straight away? No. Is this a conversational post? Yes. This is how you're making the money. Again, we talked about the lives, we talked about the reels, we talked about the TikToks to get people educated, entertained, emotional, and into your funnel. The personal posts, we can do, you do reels on everything. There's not something about you that I feel that I don't know. Like legit, I don't think there is.
Yeah. Because
you just constantly like you're documenting and not worried about, I've got to create this content. You're just documenting your life.
Yes.
And it's personal. Then you're throwing in, your time lapses. Maybe you could show how you do the time lapse.
Yeah, it's really beneficial. Probably.
And guys, I know there's a lot of different things, and we're coming to the end of the 2 days, and your brain's like, right. But the idea is that you execute on some of these things. And you know what? The idea is you execute on everything. Your idea is you execute on everything. When it comes to content, if you need like a simple plan or a plan of action, then just on a Monday, do something educational. On a Tuesday, do something personal. On a Wednesday, inspirational. On a Thursday, conversational. Until you start to get that kind of mindset or that creativity where you're like, you know what, I've got so many ideas. I'm going to do them all on a Monday. I'm going to do them all on a Tuesday. People say to us all the time, how many posts should we do a day? Well, it used to be like 3 a day. Then it went to 1 a day. I think it's as many as you want to do, really.
Yes.
Especially on TikTok and Reels.
How many is this, like, what is that, like 30 stories or something? Yeah, like I have tons of stories. You can't overdo it. especially your raving fans. And when you do polls, like Fraser was just saying, you can actually click on it and you'll have access to all the people who actually responded. So those are people you can then go through the scripts with. Make sense?
Yeah, and how you do that is like, so if I'm on my stories, okay, like, so I've got my stories playing, you can see them in the top right. If I just swipe up, right, that was it, that's all I did, I just swiped up, then it's going to actually tell me, you can see the little bar chart and then the number here, ooh, there, ooh, somewhere there, right? 143 people have viewed this story, which we only posted not so long ago. But it then shows me all the people. Now, the problem with lives, right? We don't get to see all the people who have watched the live. But on stories, I could now reach out to Lloyd James Ross, who's actually a friend of mine in Australia. I could click the paper airplane there, for those of you who missed that, the paper airplane, next to Lloyd James Ross. And I could send him a message. Hey, Lloydie, hope you're doing good. Not heard from you for a while. And then I can get into some cool scripts that you shared earlier, right?
Yep. Especially if you start to see people that you're like, oh my God, oh my God. Like,
and the hack for that, is when you've done 5, 10, 20 stories, go right to the last one, because you can't watch the last story unless you've watched the stories before. So if you have 100 people who watched your first story and 10 people who watched your last story, those 10 people have watched all of the stories. So when you have like hundreds and thousands of people watching your stories and you've done, how many was it, 20, 25 stories?
25 probably.
The people watching those last stories, geez, do you think they know, like, and trust Jesse Lee? Yeah.
And something that's really useful that I like to do occasionally, I probably only do it every couple of months, but I actually tell people and show people to turn on all the bells. So I'll tell them, like, they've got to turn on all the notifications. So, like, I'll give you an example. I'll just go to Fraser's page really fast. So, like, on Fraser's page, so I'm following him. He's in my close friends, whatever. I literally will let me see. I'll show people. Sorry, I'm a bad friend. I click on all your stuff. Whatever.
It's over.
Whatever. I'm not in your close friends. I don't even want to hear it. Get out of here. It's probably just Svetlana or something, but that's okay. All right. So I literally would take a screenshot of this. Well, here, you know what I'll do? I'll go to my, oh my goodness. Oh, it's the Elmo doing it. All right. So this is like my, hold on. I'll show you an exact example of what I would literally do. So I would screenshot.
I can't believe it.
My own. You know what? Go up to the bell, screenshot this. And then all you need to do, this is like a really good story idea, guys. Let's go to story. I know I'm going fast. I know. I just saved those in my camera roll. Okay.
We're limited on time, so we want to try and get this out to you guys.
Go like this, and I'll say. Actually, I'm gonna do a Fraser thing really fast. So you just hold like this. Oh my God. Never done that before.
You can rub it
I'll
out.
say, here we go. I'll say, make sure.
Max.
Oh my gosh. You follow the, you dimple.
Make sure you dimple.
Follow the next slides. Okay. Now I'm adding a story of this. I'm going to grab a GIF of an arrow. Okay. So I'm showing them to do this.
Nice.
I'm going to say,
click
turn on, click this. Maybe something bright. So like purple.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one. I only do this like once every 6 months.
And again, Jesse Lee's super fast. You will get super fast too. Maybe not Jesse Lee fast, but you'll get fast too.
Yes.
It can be done on Androids. It can be done on iPhones.
Yes. Because I'm extra. Done. Cool?
That's it.
That's it. And then that way, we were talking about getting more live engagement, etc. And I promised you I'd give you a couple of quick things. I don't want to forget you guys as we kind of wrap up a few more things here, especially on Instagram lives. On all of them. It's about asking for engagement. And especially for those of you, do you remember those things we said earlier? Mountains or beaches, sun or snow, snowboarding or skiing, whatever.
Dang.
When I'm live, sometimes if it seems like people are being kind of quiet, I'll say like, hey, by the way, where's everyone coming in from? Like, I actually want to know, where are you watching from? Do you guys want to tell us in the chat, where is everybody watching from still? I know we're getting super late overseas.
Chicago.
New Hampshire, New York, Los Angeles, Ontario, DFW, Arizona, Dublin, Ireland. Ireland's here.
Ireland.
I love it. Australia's here.
Together
UK's
standing
still
tall.
here. UK's still here.
Yeah, Sylvia Tipalova.
I love it. Switzerland is still here. Paris is here. All right. I love it. Awesome. I know we're coming. Look, do you
Croatia.
see how fast people are to talk
Israel.
about something about themselves? So when I'm live, I like to ask a lot of questions like that. So it does get a lot of engagement. I'll say things like, ask any questions you want. It'll get engagement. If it seems kind of dead, I'll say, do any of you have kids? Why don't you, if you're comfortable, put your kids' names in the chat. I'll give some kids some shout outs. Like those of you with kids that are still listening right now, put your kids' names in the chat. Emma, Leilani, how are you? Hey, Samantha. Hey, Denise. What's up, Zen? Hey, Mio, Mimi, Aniston,
Love
Lincoln,
that.
Weston, Jarius, Mateo, Muna,
James,
Gunner,
Catalina.
what a cool name. Amen. And Lucian.
Samira.
Oh, Sienna, Sebastian, Oliver, Liza, Eli, Susanna, Zamira, Noah, Xylee, Elena. Like, how cool is that? Raphael,
Christiana.
Jesus,
Diego.
Angel, Myra,
Diego.
Ash, Shay, Lily,
Whoa.
Lainey, Finley. Like, these are things people will always talk about. So that will get it'll get stuff boosted on your page. And then another really quick one when it comes to those live videos is, especially when it comes to TikTok, because people are scrolling and you want them to stop their scroll, try doing it standing up. Okay. Like movement is really big on live video. I think half the reason why you're still awake after all of this, like I've been lost since TikTok, but I'm still here. Okay. Is because we're still moving around. We're still engaging our body. You're still activated in what we're doing. And so I find a lot of times with live video, the movements, they definitely help.
Yeah, so as we wrap things up, because we're going to bring Eric back on, based on what we've shared like kind of this afternoon with the scripts and the content, let's think about it. We create some content, whether it's lives, whether it's stories, whether it's reels, whether it's TikToks, whether it's just normal posts. We're looking for the comments, right? Because if content is king, engagement is queen.
Sorry.
Right? If content is king, then engagement is queen. We're not looking for lots of likes. We're looking for lots of comments. We can still do something with the likes and the shares, but the comments are going to be gold for us. Then we're going to be reaching out to the people who have been commenting. How? Scripts. Right? You guys have all got that, right? Give me a little wave if you've got those scripts. If you know what. So when you get a comment, you know exactly what to do. Brilliant. Lovely. I like it. Thank you very much. Amazing. And with the scripts, it will turn into commissions. Conversations will come before commissions. Questions are going to be the answers. So I hope that we've given you some ideas with the content. I know Shailene and Brock shared a lot of different things as well. I wish we could share more with you. I'm sure there'll be more
time lapse
stuff.
really fast for them.
Oh, yeah,
because
do it, yeah.
you mentioned it, and then I saw it in the chat. Like, can she please show us that?
Yeah, the time lapse. Oh, I love seeing these in action.
Do any of you
Super quick, super
have
easy as
a morning routine with your product? Or service even. And if you're like, I don't have something like that, do you have like a routine of your business every morning you do that you could show people, even if it is like a service that's not sexy? Okay. So the app, if you are a what is the word? An Android user.
What is the
Sorry. I mean, my brain is a little toast too at this point.
Right.
I believe it's called Hyperlapse. Like you probably thought I was hyper until now you're realizing, oh no, maybe not.
It is. You mentioned it yesterday, yeah. Hyperlapse, you mentioned it yesterday.
Hyperlapse. So hyperlapse and then your time lapse, okay? So if time lapse, so I'll just show you on an iPhone. So under your camera roll, you can actually just swivel over to the left, and then it's actually built into your phone. Okay, so this guy right here, what's going to happen, I'll just show you, like if I tap this, all right, however long this takes, I would be personally, because I'm in a product-based company, I take my blender bottle every single morning. What does this have in it? Is this water or?
Ice cold.
It's product.
It's product.
Okay. So I would take my blender bottle if it were me in during my day. I just put this here. I'm all my product is kind of around here. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretending this is product, right? We're like making a fake time lapse too. So my product's all here. Maybe it's stacked up nicely for those of you that are all pretty and whatever about it. La la la. Clearly I'm not. Okay. I'm taking it. I'm putting it in my blender bottle. I'm shaking it up. Blah blah blah. Those of you who do makeup, your whole process, stack your makeup up, your skincare routine, whatever. Okay, now it's in here, and then I pour, and la la la, la la la, shake, 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 da da da, da da da. Got my protein shake, la la. Okay, so I would do something like that. Right? Like I always like to have like an ending, like yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Now what's happening is this is turning this into a short film. All right. So now. This is what this looks like. I mean, look at the little lights. So it just took a 2-minute whatever and put it all together in, I think, a 4-second video or something like that. Android apparently might have it built in on some of their phones now, like it is in the iPhone. But for those of you that it's not, Hyperlapse works great. And I'll tell you, I put that in my stories every single day. And by putting it in my stories, yes, I sell more. I get a lot of questions. Okay, I get a lot of engagement, and also a lot of people are looking for consistency. A lot of people are looking for a leader who shows up all the time, doesn't take their product or use their service once every however long. So that's a time lapse. Was that useful? Make sense to everybody? Just check the chat really fast. Yes,
I know
yes,
it's fast. I know it's fast, guys, but that's
so
all.
how many of you, your brain is going to explode? How many of you are so thankful you showed up? How many of you, the accelerator is so worth it? You're like, I am like dying. I wish my whole team was part of this. Anyone wish their team was part of this? You wish you had more people on here?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I thought.
There we go. Yeah, there we are. All right.
How about these two?
This guy.
So, let me see some hands if you got some value over the course of these 2 days. Let me see. Fantastic.
Big mode. Steve Brown.
Now, my goal for these 2 days was to not only give you a big, long to-do list, but to give you some of a to-done list. How many of you have at least one thing that is now done in your mind? At least one thing that you're going to do on social media that is now done. Raise your hands. Got at least one thing.
Awesome. Come on.
Fantastic. Because once you have that one thing, here's what happens. You take a step and you go, oh, that wasn't so scary, and it actually worked. All right, I'll take another step. And then I'll take another step. And pretty soon you're faster, you're getting more results. I mean, it might be a while before you bring in a couple hundred distributors every month or 400 or 500 customers every month from your social media efforts like Jesse Lee. But like I told you at the beginning, what if it's 1/10 of that? Could you do 1/10 of that with the principles you've been given? And I promise you the answer is yes. This group is going to be the most powerful group in all of network marketing when you apply what we're learning. Give yourselves a round of applause. Come on. Let's get everybody on your feet. We need to do a little jumping around and celebrate. Everybody, come on. Ready? Let's go. You too, Susan Rovers. Come on, I know you're chewing. You know an event is great when the crew is saying, boy, oh boy, if this training was available to the general public, people would buy it all day long. It's only available to the accelerators. You guys, the most amazing. Here's what I'd like you to do. Put one of the biggest breakthrough that you had. Every one of you, I want you to put this into the comments. What's one of the biggest breakthroughs you had in the last 2 days? Go ahead. And on this chat, we need to scroll up.
Yeah, we have hearts, we have flames and happy people.
TikTok, scripts,
reels, broke all fear, IG,
TikTok, reels,
not too hard,
scripts.
I can do it, simplicity,
overcame fear of TikTok.
I can handle social.
Let's go.
TikTok and scripts, profile pics.
Facebook Live.
I'm loving seeing your profile pics, by the way.
Yeah, come on.
Going viral's not hard. Insta stories. Stop overthinking.
Having fun.
Life changing.
Consistently do it.
TikTok, real scripts, omnipresence. Be you. I can do this. I love that.
Messy is the way to go. Yes, for sure.
Love you, Amy.
Progress is perfection.
That's it.
Messy action, content ideas, scripts.
I can do it. Yes, you can.
Yep. And here's the thing. We could have brought you, 30 trainers over the course of the last couple of days, each giving you a half an hour. But I wanted to get it really simple because I wanted to slow down and take the time to actually do it with you and for you to actually feel what it felt like to go make some of it happen. Now, some of you have taken the action and followed some of these assignments, and some of you haven't. You just watched, you took your notes, you said, I'm going to do it later. This is a little too scary. They only gave me 15 minutes to go do this. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to do it a little later. Even if you haven't done it yet, please set a goal for when you're going to. Every one of these assignments, set a goal for when you're going to do it, okay? Mm-hmm. How many people agree, even if you've done something or haven't done something, you're going to set a goal to continue to progress with these disciplines? Raise your hands. So I want to thank Shalene and Brock, and put up that picture of Shalene and Brock and the rest of us.
Yeah.
Love it.
Does anybody else think that if Brock had a little lightning bolt on his forehead, he would look a lot like Harry Potter? Glasses and a lightning bolt, don't you think?
Harry Potter.
You're a wizard.
Little lightning bolt and some glasses? Like a grown-up Harry Potter, right? So anyway, they did fantastic, gave from the bottom of their hearts. These guys were MVPs over the course of these 2 days. Now it's on you. And I want you to also know this. We have more than 7 months left in this accelerator program. We have a radical duplication workshop that comes up a little bit later. We have Beyond Leadership, which is my favorite event of the year. Every week, you're going to get more training from friends like these on different topics that you can apply to your business. And every month, I'm going to come in and give you some high-level coaching the first Wednesday of every month. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of for what you're doing. You should be proud of you. I'll let Fraser give one last word, Jesse Lee give one last word, and then we'll wrap it up.
I think it's super important to know that find someone who believes in you. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, find someone who does. I know Eric does. I know Jesse Lee Ward does. I know I do. Make the decision that you're going to do it. Right? I know a lot of you guys are already starting to do it, but what I would encourage you to do is document the mess. Document the journey. As we said before, many times, that the progression is what's going to create the inspiration. When someone sees you go from here to here, to here, to here, to here, to there, they're going to fall in love and like, you've done it, show me how. Develop the skills, develop the leaders. And I honestly cannot wait to see you one day on this stage teaching the stuff that you're learning. A year from now, 2 years from now, 3, I can't wait because it's going to happen. Eric puts the people on the stage who follows his stuff and follows the lessons that he learned. So I'm so grateful to you. I am so grateful to the team as well. The Warrior Studios team have been unreal. Yep. Such a pleasure to work with. And I can't wait to give you guys a high five, a hug somewhere around the world. And obviously to Jessie Lee, you crushed it.
Yeah, you
I'm
crushed
super
it.
proud of you as well. All right.
Love it. Hey guys, so I would just say it's okay to be scared. Just really do it messy, right? I know some of you are so overwhelmed, and I just want to say, remember to breathe. Just remember to breathe. This is how you're going to scale your business. It's by doing those really scary things that made you feel so uncomfortable today. Remember I said follow the puke? Follow the puke, guys. If it made you want to die a little with TikTok, die a little with stories, die a little bit when we made you go live. But did you die? You didn't die. Okay, you're gonna get good at it, and it's just amazing. This is like the most, we just keep talking about it. This is the craziest. He had no idea who I was until I was live with blue hair in a tub on video, and I met him 4 years ago, and he's completely transformed my life, and it's from those 3 things we said over and over and over again. I was always willing, I was always coachable, and I was always hungry. I never questioned what he said. Never. You can ask him. If Eric said jump and I'm like, there was never, I don't feel like it. It's like, oh God. Well, I mean, I told him I was going to be coachable. I said, and here I am on this stage like all weekend. It's like, someone needs to smack me, pinch me, something. It's such an honor to help pour into all of you. Thank you for trusting us. I hope we gave a great service to all of them. I know for a fact there is somebody in here that it's you. Like there's someone or someones who are going to just erupt because you decided this weekend you're going to be those 3 things and you're not going to stop, and you stayed up all weird hours of the night and it's your 2nd or 3rd language or whatever, whoever it is. And you're going to have the kind of relationship that Eric and I have, or that Fraser and Eric have, or the 3 of us do. This is possible. I was the girl none of you knew 4 years ago, and because of social media and being those 3 things, we're on the stage. So thank you to you. Thank you to all of you for choosing yourselves, because that's what you did this weekend.
So on behalf of Brock and Shalene Johnson, Fraser Brooks, Jessie Lee Ward, that's a wrap. Go out there and kick some ass. Make it happen. You got this.
The testaments they told, the moon in its eclipse, and Superman unrolls the suit before he lived. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go?